What's going on, everyone? Mark back for another video. Little short one today. A few things that are old and a few things that are new in this video. I'm going to start with a couple schedules that I was able to pick up from a friend of mine that picked up a pretty decent sized Twins collection last fall, and he called me up and said that there were some schedules in it and asked me if I was interested. And I said, well, I'm not a big schedule person, but I'll take a look, and they're obviously not crazy expensive. But you see on the left there is the Hams Twins 1968 TV schedule, and on the right the Grain Belt 1969 schedule. And what's interesting is that I remember as a kid, Schmidt Beer always put out Twin schedules also, because when I would go with the old man to the local store to get his supply of Schmidt, they always had baseball schedules there, and he'd grab us one. And even though he wasn't a big baseball fan or sports in general, but you don't see them anymore, at least that I can remember, with having any alcohol advertising. So it's like not like they're super rare or super, valuable, but it is part of the Twins history, and pretty fun to have. I would say a large majority of my schedules are from recent years, obviously, but it's kind of fun to pick up some from days gone by. So there's a 68 and 69 schedule. Next, this card came in the mail the other day, 1997 Fleer Showcase, and this is the oh, I forgot where it says now, but this is one of the special ones from Fleer Showcase. I forget what it's called, but this is part of the old PC for Chuck Knobloch. This in some of my other videos I've talked about how he's my all-time favorite Twin, and catch some grief for it, and that's understandable. He's made some poor choices, but back when he was playing for the Twins, 91 through 97, he was dynamic. He was an All-Star, World Series champion, Rookie of the Year, and for a long time in the mid-90s, I was chasing after his stuff at card shows in the area, and there was another gentleman that was also a big Knobloch guy, and I've actually met him, and kind of lost tabs on each other, but he did say one time he was looking to move the rest of his Knobloch stuff, and I hope I can find him someday, because I know he's got some of the more rare inserts and such, but this isn't too rare. I wish I could remember what, I know you can find it on here, but oh, this is the showpiece. This is the showpiece Knobloch, and pretty shiny, really cool, really a fun insert. Really love the sparkly background, and one I did not have for the Knobloch collection, so we'll cross that one off the list. These last two, this one I had been eyeballing on eBay. It's from 2020 Definitive, and I think this guy has all the makings of being a superstar in Major League Baseball if they ever get back to playing. And I'm sure many of you are also frustrated with the lack of baseball. That, unfortunately, the reality is we may not see it this year. I'm hoping we do, but Max Kepler. This is numbered out of 30. Nice jumbo piece of jersey and a pretty cool signature. I think he's got all the tools of being a superstar, and he has. And I know that's biased because I'm a big Twins fan, but if you look at where he's come from, he came to the United States, I believe, as a 16 or 17-year-old from Germany, and has just blossomed into a solid right fielder, and hopefully someday will be an all-star, and whoever knows, maybe a World Series champion, but who knows. But anyway, add that one to the collection. And this last one was won in a Raz on Facebook, and the only reason I won it is because a buddy of mine had already grabbed, I think, 2 spots and he called me quick and said, hey, if you want this, get in on it. I'll sell you my 2 spots. And we ended up with 6 out of the 10 spots, and it ended up in my collection. And that is a 2020. This is out of Tribute. Oh, I'm sorry, 2018. 2018 Tribute, Rod Carew 101. And this was not too long, I thought, after Mr. Carew had his heart problems. So if you notice, some of his autographs in the last couple of years have been pretty rough, and there's good reason for it. The poor guy was seriously ill, and I remember him talking at Twins Fest about how he had the Widowmaker, and if they hadn't gotten to him when they did, he would not have made it. Because if I remember right, I think he collapsed at the golf course and in the clubhouse, and they got him back either in the ambulance or at the hospital. I can't remember, but his signature started to come around again. But I know there was a couple years there where it was pretty rough, and how could it not be when you almost lose your life and you end up with a heart transplant? But this is, I believe, the only 1 of 1 auto in my collection. So kind of lucked into it. So yeah, anyway, that's it for this video. Next video, I will be announcing a contest with, I think, a couple cool prizes. So be on the lookout for that this week. Until next time, hope everyone's doing well, staying safe, and take care.